I was going to say elbows, but that's not an elbow, that is a knee. Hello, and welcome back to March Main's Midlife Daily Crisis. As you might remember, in an earlier video, I opened the Tiana-inspired Disney ILY 4EVER doll. And today I'm going to be opening the one which is inspired by Belle. Now, I don't know, is this ILY 4EVER? I'm not sure. ILY 4EVER? I think it's I Love You Forever, I think. But also, they do have the bigger dolls, which are aimed at younger children, which are kind of like the American Girl size dolls, which are also called the same thing. So it's a little bit confusing. But anyway, let's have a look and see what this girl is like. Again, these dolls are inspired by the princesses. She's not meant to be Belle, but she's meant to be a fashion doll who's been inspired by Belle, or like a fan of Belle. I haven't seen Beauty and the Beast, which I know is a shock to everyone because I think, as I mentioned in a previous video, I haven't seen that many of the modern Disney films, and I kind of class anything from My Little Mermaid onwards as modern. I'm sure it's a great movie, but I haven't seen it, unfortunately. But that's not going to stop me from enjoying the doll, hopefully. So, we're going to open her up and see what we think. So, here we have our Belle-inspired Disney ILY 4EVER doll. So, the packaging is very similar to the first one. We have a picture of the princess who is inspiring the look here, which is Belle, of course. There she is at the bottom. The same kind of information. This tells us about the surprise that's in the balloon there, which obviously we had in the first one as well. Again, we've got the age stuff. We've got inspired by Belle written on the side, and we've got the logo down at the bottom there. So the side, once again, we've got a really nice image there, photographed of the doll, with basically all of her kind of accessories and clothes and stuff on that she comes with. So that's pretty good. We have the same image on the back as we did in the original, where we've got the lineup of the dolls here. And as I mentioned in the last video, they've really covered their bases with kind of diversity-wise here, which is good, because obviously Disney is an international company and children all over the world will kind of feel like they are represented. At least the girls will, unless they're planning on bringing out any of the boy dolls. That would be interesting as well. But yeah, I guess we'll see how successful these ones are before we jump the gun and expect another wave or whatever. So yeah, so that is the same image that we had before. Again, we've got pictures of these snack things everywhere, which, you know, is part of the surprise. And then on the side, we've got another image of Belle from the movie, which is, I mean, obviously it's different to the one on the front. I don't know if the Tiana one was basically the same image as the front, but just sort of a longer one. But anyway, this is her carrying some books and a little chipped teacup, which I'm sure is part of the movie. I'm pretty sure. But as I mentioned, I've never seen the film. So I'm going to open her off camera, and then we'll have a proper look at her and all the stuff that she comes with. Okay, so I was a bit less precious with the box this time, in that basically I kind of clipped things from the front rather than clipping them from the back of the doll. The only thing I obviously needed to do after I'd done all that was just pull out the tabs from the back of her head to get her out of there. Similarly to the last one, the jacket was kind of the worst thing to try and get out because there was lots of little tags kind of all the way through it. But at least I actually remembered this time that she did have a jacket. So that's good, at least. So yeah, so that is just something to look out for when you're unboxing the dolls. So, similarly to last time, actually, also, I forgot to mention, her hair is shedding quite a bit. There's like little bits of hair everywhere. I don't know if they try and sort of cut the hair and then just put them straight in the box or whatever. But yeah, so there's a bit of there's a bit of spare hair going here if anyone's interested. So let's put her to one side and let's have a look at the little bits that she comes with. So she comes with a mobile phone, which is here. Now, presumably she can hold the phone, but we will have a look in a bit. So it is pink and it's got sort of roses design on there, which I know is kind of part of the whole Beauty and the Beast thing. It's also got one of those pop things on the back, you know, that kind of means you can hold the phone better. The screen is blank, so I think I'd kind of rather have that, to be honest, than have loads of silly things on it. But there you go. So that is the mobile phone. The bag. The bag is open again. That will probably fit in. Actually, will that even fit in? Let's not even worry. Yeah, so for some reason, and I don't know why they're bothered, but basically there is a hole in there that you can put things in. Whether or not you're going to get the things out again is a whole other matter. The bag is a lot sort of smaller in that it's basically like a rose shape, which is cute. I do like that. And then we have these kind of plastic chains here, and again we've got like a fabric handle on the bag. I guess it's kind of a shoulder bag more than anything, although it's not been that generous with the... I thought it would be a bit longer, but maybe it will look better when it's actually on her. So yeah, so that is the bag there. And then again we have this, which is the special surprise. We've got the leaflet here because I accidentally pulled the back off it when I was pulling it out, so, but I haven't seen what's actually inside it. So the leaflet, once more, will be showing us all the things that you could get. In the last one, I don't know if you remember, but we actually got the 2 lollipops in the jar there. So let's see what we've got today. There we go, that came off, and we have exactly the same as we had the last time. There we go. So that is another one of those. I don't know whether it's to do with the colour of the balloon, because this was the last one that we had, which again was a kind of a greeny colour, a greeny pearlescent colour. And obviously this one is green as well. But this one has got a yellow Mickey Mouse symbol on it, and this one has got a green one on. So I actually don't know. And I don't know if all the other dolls have different coloured balloons, or if they're all literally this colour. I'm not sure. You'll have to check. Obviously, if you go to buy any, just beware that you might end up with the same one. Apparently, they are quite randomised, but obviously, I was not that lucky this time. So I've got the same thing, but it's cute. It's cute enough. So let's have a look at the girl herself. We'll put this over here. So her outfit is a bit simpler in some ways, in that it is literally just a dress. The quality, I have to say, is not the most amazing. I was more impressed with the quality of the previous girl's outfit because they were separate pieces and everything seemed to be sort of hemmed and everything. This seems to have a lot of raw edges. It's pretty enough. It is pretty enough, but it's not the best quality. So obviously just be aware of that. She has got this hairband in, which again is representative of Belle because of the colour of it, and also we've got the rose in the middle, and we've got sort of frills here as well. It's also quite glittery. I think... Oh, you can remove it. Yes. So basically it's kind of... Or is it sewn in? There's some stitching here, but there's also a band in there. I'm not going to remove it. It's kind of... It's in there for now. We'll see how we feel about it later on. She's also got a necklace on here, which I think has got like... I think it's a teacup that she's got as an embellishment on there. So yeah, so we've got a little sort of teapot pendant on there. The necklace is basically just sort of gold, and there's not really that much detail on there. And then we've got the shoes. So the shoes are actually quite cute in that they have got roses all over them. They're kind of a cream colour. And then we've got the soles, which are white, and obviously we've got the roses all over them, and we've got bright red laces there. And that is kind of it. let's put these other bits on her. Let's put the jacket on. The jacket was the bit that I actually really liked. It reminded me a bit of Daria Rosalind's jacket from Rainbow High, and that she had a jacket with, I think she had a whole suit, to be honest, but I think she had a denim jacket which had roses on as well. So let's put this on her and see what we think of this. Obviously the articulation is going to be exactly the same as the other girl. It's not quite made to move, but she does have double jointed, I was going to say elbows, but that's not an elbow, that is a knee. She has double jointed knees. She's got joints on her ankles. Her legs are kind of movable, but they don't really go that well back and forth, unfortunately. She does have elbows, and she has wrist movement, and her shoulders kind of go up and down and back and forth. And again, her head doesn't tilt, but does tilt as well and doesn't want to stay. But it does go back and forth, you know, from side to side. She can say no. She can say no. Yes, she has issues with, but she can say no. So let's put this jacket on and see how that fits her. Obviously, as I mentioned, I think before, the hands are a bit like softer plastic than the rest of the doll. And they do kind of have fingers and things, so they can get caught when you're trying to put different clothes on them. So there we go. There is some nice details on the jacket. We have these sort of stud buttons along the front. It doesn't do up, but the other one didn't do up either. We've got some sort of distress details as well on there. It fits her pretty well. It is a little bit of a struggle trying to get it over her hands, but you kind of expect that with anything like that, when the hands do actually have proper fingers, and I'd kind of rather have that and then be able to hold things than having sort of flat hands, which are easier, but also, you know, that means they can't hold things. So she can hold her phone, can she? She can kind of hold her phone. Let's try and get the phone in there. So she can kind of hold her phone. I would say keep some of those little elastic bands and she will definitely be able to hold the phone then, because you can literally just force it into her hand. The bag still seems to me to have a very short handle. But it's fine. It goes over the it goes over the arm. It does seem like it should be longer, but no, we're okay. So look, so that is her with the bag. That is her with a phone. She's ready to start texting and stuff. And yeah, so that is her. On the whole, I am pleased with her. Oh, let's have a close-up of the face. We've not had that yet. Let's have a close-up of the face. So, similar to the other girl, obviously she's got the inset eyes, which is good. And makeup-wise, it's very simple. We've got like a nice lip there. I think there is sort of eyeshadow, and I'm not sure if there's any blusher on there at all. I think there is some blusher, but it's very, very subtle. But yeah, the other thing I forgot to mention in the last video was that they do kind of have quite Disney faces, I think. because of those kind of the big eyes and the way the faces are kind of moulded. They have a sort of a cartoon element to them, I would say, rather than being, you know, sort of realistic. But that's fine as well. There's kind of room for everything, room for realism and room for sort of animated and you know, all sorts of different things. Oh, she also does have earrings in. I forgot to mention that. So she's got earrings in there. They are little roses, which are quite cute. It's kind of weird that the other girl didn't have any earrings in, but she did have the holes. So whether or not she was meant to have earrings in, I'm not sure. But let me know in the comments down below if yours had earrings in, because mine didn't. It was the one that was inspired by Tiana. I don't know if she was meant to have little kind of like maybe lilies in their ears or something. I'm not sure. But anyway, so this one has been inspired by Belle from, I was going to say from Little Mermaid, but that's not quite right, is it? Belle from Beauty and the Beast. So let me know what you think of her, whether or not you're going to get her, whether you're going to get any of them. What are your thoughts on these dolls? Are you impressed by them? They're certainly interesting. As I say, I'm kind of more interested in the fashion packs and particularly the accessories, which I'm going to keep an eye on and see if maybe they might go down in price perhaps a bit. But yeah, she was €32. It seems like a pretty average price now for a doll. So I can't really grumble at that. I don't know if I will get any more of the dolls. I'm not 100% sure, but I'll certainly be keeping an eye, as I say, on the fashion packs and on the accessory packs particularly. So please like the video if you've enjoyed it. Please share the video if you know anyone else who would be interested in any of this kind of content. And please comment down below on your thoughts about the video. I will see you again very soon. So until then, I hope you have a great day and a great week. And I will see you soon. I think I said that twice. Never mind. Bye for now. Bye.